Hi, everyone. It is Nina again, and it is lesson 6 where we are going to be talking about the 5 R's of cellular detox. We just talked about toxins, we've talked about gut dysbiosis, and then we've talked about oxidative stress and metabolic chaos, and these are all drivers of cellular inflammation. Our first lesson was on on the cell, and then the second lesson was on the immune system. So hopefully you can see how these 3 major things, especially toxins, but the oxidative stress and metabolic chaos, the gut dysbiosis, and the toxins, how they're all interrelated with each other and how they negatively impact the cell and the immune system, and therefore your overall life and your overall health. So let's pop in and talk about the 5 R's of cellular detox. But let me talk to you about the 3 components of True Cellular Detox, which is a program through Revelation Health. True Cellular Detox addresses the 5 R's of cellular detox and healing. It opens and supports the pathways. And the third thing is it uses true binders to remove the toxins. So let's go over the 5 R's, and then I'll also talk about opening and supporting in true binders. So you can see right here, the 5 R's of True Cellular Detox and healing. R1 is to remove the source. And as you saw by the list of symptoms in the last presentation, in the last lesson, that these symptoms can be very nondescript, so it's very hard to pinpoint. You may have mold in your house and you don't realize it. You may have not realized that the vaccine that you got, the flu shot or that had mercury in it, that thimerosal is a preservative. So you may not realize that you had silver fillings in your mouth. There are a lot of different things that you may not realize. So it can be a little bit of an investigative process to figure out where all the sources are at that might be causing you problems. You're going to start making your choices. And then if things are still not improving, you're going to go through and look for a little more data. You're going to look for a little more a few more clues to figure out what you might be dealing with. And this is where coaching comes in handy, because when you have a coach can help you to identify those sources that you might not see. The second R is to regenerate the cell membrane. If you remember from the first lesson, we talked about that cell membrane. That cell membrane are those walls around your cell to keep bad things out and good things in. And it also has doors and windows to it, metaphorically doors and windows that allow proper things into the cell, and it allows waste products and toxins out of the cell. When that cell membrane's not functioning effectively, things are in the cell that shouldn't be in the cell, things are leaving the cell that should stay in the cell. And so we really need to heal and regenerate that cell membrane. And so the third R is to restore cellular energy. So you have to fix the mitochondria. You have to give them the building blocks that they need so that they can repair themselves and start creating enough energy so that your cells can do the jobs that they're supposed to. R4 is to reduce cellular inflammation. And one major way of doing that is going to be by removing the source of the toxins. And then as you continue to proceed through all of these R's, you're going to be reducing cellular inflammation inherently. And the 5th R is to reestablish methylation. Methylation is a process by which our bodies detoxify themselves. And when those pathways get backed up, those pathways no longer function effectively. So you have to reestablish those pathways. And you can start doing that by opening and supporting your detox pathways. That's your lymph, your kidneys, your liver, and your gut. And so by clearing those pathways, you're going to be allowing toxins to get out of your body. And then those methylation pathways, where we're removing toxins from the cells, start to heal and get opened up with the proper nutritional support. So it's important that you do the right things. And as I said earlier, when our bodies have toxins, especially heavy metals in them, we need to take agents to pull those toxins out of the cells. The key is that once they're pulled out of the cells, we have to bind them up to something so that they don't get reabsorbed back into the bloodstream via our gut. So what happens when we have toxins, the toxins go into our bloodstream, they come out of the cells into the bloodstream, they circulate. The blood goes to the liver, and the liver pulls the toxins out, and the liver puts it in the gallbladder, and then the gallbladder shoots it out into the gut so that we can just poop those toxins out into the toilet. The problem is once it's in the gut, it can easily get reabsorbed through that leaky gut. And especially since heavy metals like neurological tissue, there are a lot of neurons or nerve cells in the gut, because your gut is your second brain, remember. So it can very easily get reabsorbed back into the body, or it can get into the bloodstream and go somewhere else and maybe cause worse problems for you. So you need to make sure that once those toxins are pulled out, you use true binders, strong binders, to actually bind those toxins up so that they can get eliminated and get thrown into the toilet. So I hope this was helpful so that you start to understand what detox is, because detox is not a cleanse. Detox is not a cleanse. The cleanse is where you're opening your detox pathways. So a cleanse is a component of detox, but it is not detox in and of itself. In order to detox, you need to pull those toxins, those persistent, pervasive toxins, the mold, the heavy metals, and any other co-infections that you might have out of your cells and into your bloodstream, and then bind them and get rid of them out of your body. And then you'll start to see the magic happen. So tune into our last video where we talk about the 6 pillars of health, and have your happiest, healthiest, most vibrant life.